And then next, we're going to look at a couple of examples. So for example, if you've been asked to graph this step function here, this greatest integer function, you are going to start at hk, so that should be -3, 1. So, or not -3, but +3, I'm sorry. So +3, 1. So I'm going to go to +3, 1, and it's going to start right there. Now, I'm going to ask you to put 5 other segment lengths on here, or step pieces on here, so that, but I want you to only go to the right for now with these, because I want to make sure that you know where to start your step function. So I'm going to look for your starting point and then for some points after that. So your step length is that 1 over b, and your b is 1. So your step length, notice, is just 1 unit from 3 to 4. And your step height is going to be that 2. So that means the distance between the steps vertically. So I'm going to skip this one and move up to 4, 3. And then I'm going to skip 2 again and go up to here, so that's 3. Now, if you run out of space, don't worry about it, then just put in the 4 that you could put there. This way I know that you know where it started. And one more example would be this example here. So for the second example, notice that you've got a 2 with this x. You can factor this 2 out of the x term as well as the constant term here. So the graphing form, we got to get it into graphing form. You can factor out a 2. So notice this is going to become your b right here. So your starting point is going to be, whoops, I guess I didn't change that. So your starting point really has to be, what is it, -2, comma 2, nope, -2, comma 5, -5. So kind of get rid of this other thing here. So this one here is incorrect, and we're going to use this right here. And your step length then should be 1 over b. So I bet I've got the wrong number here as well. This probably, I forgot to change it, should be 1 over 2. So your step length is only going to be a ½ a unit long, and your step height is going to be the a. So a happens to be 1. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, I've got the wrong, I just copied and pasted. So your step height will be 1 unit in between them. So this, I believe, I need to make slightly smaller. So let's see if I can manage to get that taken care of without too much difficulty. And let's see how that works. So if we're going to start at -2, -5, we're going to start down here at -2, -5. See if I can make that just a tiny bit smaller to make somewhat of a half a step or half a length. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit tough. Let's do this. So I will put this up here at -2, -5, and then this, see if I can kind of cover up, there we go. And this should be now the next new part of my step function. I'm sorry, there's some hesitation here as I try to figure out how I can get this all put together. So this should give you some time to get it on your graph. I'm going to move this, that'll make it work. Okay, so this is the size that I need to use here, and I will just kind of change this and make it so I can use it over and over again. Use this infinite cloner. Okay, so now we're going to start here at -2, -5, and then I'm going to only use one step in between. So this will go up to, now you got to go back to this half here, and you're only going to use half, one step in between, but half the length. So you're going to get those 5 steps pretty quickly and easily here. So hopefully this will answer any questions that you might have about the step function. And if I could do this by pencil and paper, I would make this a little bit more accurate. This isn't quite as accurate as I would like it to be, but you've got the right idea here. So that's the first part. If you want to work on the homework for that part before starting the next section, that's fine.